Meet Marta Sue, the investor. She is looking for a telephone company to invest in. She's meeting up with the Lily girls to help her make her final investment decision.
I'm Lily Joe.
I'm Lily Allie.
I'm Lily Ann.
And we are the Lily Girls. Hi, Martha Sue. We believe that we have just the right company for you to invest in.
All right, which one is it?
We were thinking of AT&T.
Can you show me their financial ratios to convince me?
Okay, let's get started. Today, we will talk about the following: company background, accounting policies, purpose, and analysis.
The consistency assumption is a policy indicating that companies should use the same accounting treatment for similar events and transactions over time. Materiality, also known as the materiality constraint, which states that financial information is material to the financial statements if it would change the opinion or view of a reasonable person.
The purpose of this presentation is to demonstrate AT&T's ability to use its current assets to pay off its current obligation, and also to help investors determine whether they should invest in the company.
In order to understand AT&T's financial standing, we will take a look at their liquidity ratios, which will include net working capital to assets, current ratio, quick ratio, and cash ratio. AT&T's net working capital to assets was not doing very well to begin with. They had a negative, which means they are not able to cover their short-term liabilities with their assets. We can see that in 2014, their ratio improves just a little because of the acquisition of DirecTV.
AT&T's current ratio fluctuated throughout the years. It was the lowest in 2013 because their cash inflows from operations, proceeds from tower leasing agreement with Crown Castle, and other asset sales were not able to offset their obligations. Some of these obligations were issued debts in acquiring Leap, NextWave, and also from tax obligations. In 2014, AT&T's current ratio suddenly improved because current assets slightly caught up with their increasing liabilities, which was due to the cash inflows from their subsidiary DirecTV, their wireless operations in Mexico, and gains from AT&T U-verse services. Nonetheless, current ratio dropped again to 0.75 in 2015 because of the higher increase in their current liabilities brought upon by the purchases they have made in the year for property, plant, and equipment.
Over the past 5 years, 2011 to 2015, 2014 had the highest asset test ratio with 0.62. For the year 2015, the quick ratio is only 0.45 and the cash ratio is 0.11. Their accounts receivables, however, are increasing, but their cash and cash equivalents decrease due to the company's tax expenditures. With those ratios, we concluded that AT&T is at its trough.
Here are some of the articles we've gathered to validate our ratio findings. The first article parallels the company's management report and our current ratio finding. The rise in revenues from DirecTV acquisition led to cash inflows, which made the ratio go up to 0.90 in 2014. According to Street Ratings, CenturyLink has a very weak liquidity. Their 2015's quick ratio is 0.45, which is the same for AT&T. However, when we look at the cash ratio, AT&T outperforms CenturyLink by 8%, which entails that AT&T is better at handling their short-term cash needs.
Created using Powtoon.